Hello, and welcome to Hope Connections. Hope Connections is the Spot 8 Youth Access Center located in the South Bay. For over 3 years, Hope Connections has been a source of hope for youth seeking to establish a solid foundation to live and thrive in Los Angeles. Last year, amid the pandemic, the Access Center served over 475 youth. Hope Connections offers youth access to CES, emergency referrals to housing, mental health services, problem solving, housing-based case management, financial literacy, professional development, and educational support.
All right. Hello, everybody. I'm Lawrence. I am the job specialist here at Sanctuary of Hope, Hope Connection here in Hawthorne. And when you come into the office, you're going to meet with a bunch of people, but after you talk with them, you're going to meet with me. And I am responsible for getting you guys hired. So you're going to be doing a lot of job searching with me, a lot of job work development classes, resume building, interview attire, how to interview, that type of thing. Also, we're going to be moving you guys into a lot of career-based jobs. We'll look for jobs that are just a stepping stone type of jobs, just to get you going, get you a little bit of income in your pocket and things like that. We will service or hope to service a lot of youth that come in through these doors. So maybe 10 to 20 people may trickle in within a month. Hopefully out of that 10 to 20 people, maybe we can get 6 or 7 of those who are actually going on into career-based opportunities that will vent them a little bit more pay toward the end part of it. So I'll go ahead of you to the job to figure out what the consumer may need, and then go ahead and let the youth know exactly the type of job duties and the responsibilities that job needs serviced, and see if I can then fit the right youth to the job. So I'm going to be the flag bearer, the conductor of your work experience, trying to make it to where not only are you happy, but people around you will be happy. The people that you influence will be happy. The people that look up to you will be happy, because they'll see you doing something a little bit more positive, a little bit more than what you were doing. And that's my goal, is to get you somewhere where you're a productive person in society.
Hi, welcome. My name is Lakeisha Sullivan. I am the new ICMS case manager here at Sanctuary of Hope. Here at Sanctuary of Hope, I help participants with a variety of things. But one thing that I focus on the most is permanent housing, making sure that each individual stays and participates in their home and have the establishments they need as far as being in their home. I have about 10 participants that I work with daily, from ages 16 to 30. We service the population of 16 to 24. However, with the ICMS, we have individuals that may need other servicing, which sometimes is a lifetime commitment. And we're here to service everyone.
Hi, my name is Yolanda, and I am the Rapid Housing Case Manager for Sanctuary of Hope, here located in the South Bay area. As a Rapid Housing Case Manager, I assist youth with obtaining permanent housing. A little bit of the criteria for our youth who are enrolled in Rapid Housing. These youth have to be within the ages 18 through 24, have to be identified as literally homeless, financially unstable. This is why Rapid Housing helps out with rental assistance. So our program does provide housing case management. Once a unit is located for them, we do help them with moving in. So we provide them with security deposit as they move into their unit. If they need furniture, we also assist them with furniture assistance as well. Our program does run for 12 months. So within those 12 months, our rental assistance starts off with 100% helping them with their rent. Moving forward throughout the months, our rental assistance decreases down. So it'll be from 100% down to 75%, to 50%, to 25%. And the ultimate goal of rapid rehousing is to have our youth become self-sufficient so that by the end of those 12 months, these youth can pay rent on their own. I've been in this position as a rapid rehousing for about a year already, and about 18 youth have gone through rapid rehousing, 4 have been exited, 5 have been housed, and in my year there was also the issuance of vouchers, and so we have issued 7 vouchers in total, and out of those 7 vouchers in total, 4 have been housed. As a rapid rehousing case manager, it's been really rewarding seeing how youth become independent. They get their own place. It's nice seeing, that smile on their faces when they move into their own place, and after being in the streets for so long, now that they have a roof over their head, they feel very grateful for Sanctuary of Hope's services. And so I'm just really looking forward to see how the youth will elevate throughout the year.
Hi, my name is Stephanie. I run the housing navigation program here for Sanctuary of Hope at Hope Connections. Housing navigation offers a variety of supportive services and housing-based case management to the youth that come in, all in hopes of ending in permanent housing. So in the past year, we've been able to enroll about 22 youth into the housing navigation program. 9 of those have been permanently housed, and 8 have been connected to some type of transitional housing program, which is just a stepping stone into them getting permanently housed. A lot of youth come in and they need a lot of supportive services in order to reach their goals of getting permanently housed, so that's something that we've been able to offer. One of my favorite supportive services that I was able to offer a lot of the youth, not only in my program, but I opened it up to all of Sanctuary of Hope, were financial literacy classes. So we were able to connect with an organization called Operation Hope, and they put on 3 weeks worth of financial literacy classes for our youth. It was all on Zoom, so they just had to log on and be present. About 10 youth were in each cohort, and yeah, it was great because Operation Hope was able to bring in business professionals to answer any and all questions from our youth. A lot of the topics were on basic banking, like how to open up an account, how to use credit, what is credit, and then how to invest the money that they have, which I think was super important for our youth. I think it elevated their knowledge of just finances in general, and a lot of them had plenty of questions to ask, and all their questions were answered. So that was probably my favorite supportive service that we offered. So one of my favorite things that I was able to do with the housing navigation program was make different relationships and have Sanctuary of Hope be represented at different outreach events. These were great because we got to be able to meet other agencies, people from other agencies, make relationships, and a lot of those relationships actually ended up in a lot of donations that we got that we were able to keep here in our office. So back here is kind of where we keep all of our donated things. So we have everything from diapers and baby goods to basic hygiene things like toothbrushes, deodorants, feminine products, kind of everything that that our youth would need. At these events, we're also able to take these cool bags that have the Sanctuary of Hope logo on them. But some things we did kind of buy from our budget here at Sanctuary of Hope. So one of the things that we noticed that a lot of youth were asking for were things for laundry. We found that they were asking for pods and dryer linen sheets, so that's kind of one thing that we've been able to add to the bags, and we've seen that a lot of people are very grateful and take full advantage of these. So outreach events, hygiene kits, making sure that our youth have kind of basic things is a supportive service that I've really kind of taken to heart and been able to elevate here at Sanctuary of Hope.
I'm about to call you back. Hi. That's awkward. I was in the middle of a call there. My name is Isaiah Williams. I'm the problem solving specialist here at Sanctuary of Hope at the Youth Access Center. As a problem solver, my job is to help eliminate any of those initial barriers that you might have, whether it be documentation, applying for benefits, or even the stepping stone to emergency housing by possibly referring you to the Access Center. Ultimately, any problem you have, I can fix that. I can fix that.
Hello. First of all, let me just say this. It is an absolute pleasure to be part of the SOH team. My name is Gail White-Biggers, and I'm a licensed marriage and family therapist. Over the past several years, I have worked extensively with children in the foster care system, and I've also worked extensively with youth and children who were homeless and also survivors of commercial sexual exploitation. The opportunity to just support a small percentage of the millions of homeless youth in the United States alone has been personally transformational. We have several amazing programs and dozens of awesome staff members of Sanctuary of Hope, and I have been able to provide support and concern to many participants, and I have facilitated hundreds of counseling hours collaborating with participants on effective tools to reduce risk factors, address systemic challenges, here and now adversities, and childhood traumas. My priority as a clinician is to first prioritize a trusting therapeutic relationship, and then I work together with our participants to find valuable tools to reduce the pain or increase the hope. The beauty of seeing our youth transition out of homelessness, find their passion, experience stability, reconnect with family structures or family and friends, and prioritize their mental health is an experience that words still cannot describe. Youth homelessness, as you know, remains an epidemic. And to know there are thousands of homeless youth in Los Angeles County alone gives us the energy to get up, to do our jobs and do our work to the best of our ability, offering support and care. So for those of you who may be potential clients who may receive mental health counseling through Sanctuary of Hope, the process is absolutely simple. Since the pandemic, we have been offering teletherapy, right? So we've been using technology to also offer counseling sessions. It is very simple. And I have been seeing an increase in client engagement, intensity of client engagement, because there are no barriers to get to their counseling appointments. So we use the telephone. We can also use video conferencing technology. And I am so grateful that we're moving towards a post-pandemic era. So we are moving back to the office so you can come in and also see me in person. The process is simple. All you do is express interest to one of our loving staff. They will let me know. I'll receive your referral. I'll contact you as soon as possible, and then we'll start the intake process. Again, my priority is first to establish a trusting relationship with you, and then we figure out how we can work together to reduce the pain or increase the hope, and I'm going to say we do a little of both. All right, thank you so much, and I hope to meet you soon. Thank you.
Yeah. My name is Lawrence Doss. I'm an education coordinator for LA Unified School District, but serve in a role through a partnership with LACO and within the coordinated entry system. So here at Sanctuary of Hope, I hope to be a resource to our participants. Part of that with my role is helping our participants to kind of assess where they are in terms of their education, whether they completed high school, maybe they have completed high school and maybe now they're interested in a community college or a trade school. So my role is to help assess where they currently are and figure out how we can develop a plan to move forward. Sometimes that can include helping to locate their transcripts from all of their previous schools. And being an employee of LA Unified, that process can go a little quicker than normal, where I can get those records transferred from, one school educational institute to another. So I can help locate records pretty quickly. One of the benefits of being also a partner of LACO, the LA County of Education, is I do have access to their educational passport system, to where I can access not only records from LA Unified, but all of the districts in LA County. So again, that can help me locate records a bit quicker than normal. Sometimes they're not in that system. That happens once in a while, but in those cases, I can reach out to those schools directly. Another part of that could be, like I mentioned before, locating trade schools, vocational programs, and many times those programs can be paid for through different grants and scholarships, which can be very helpful to our participants. So helping them locate those schools, helping them get the proper resources needed to enroll. So whether that be, school records or other documentation, or just sometimes that could even be giving them advice on what to expect during the process, just so that they're not walking into those situations, kind of blind. Another thing, just talking about how I've been able to navigate throughout COVID and still provide those services. One thing that's been really helpful, of course, is, Zoom video conferencing. Text messaging has been very helpful, but also a lot of the programs from our community colleges, trade schools, they've moved to an online platform. So that's been very helpful for some of our participants who maybe previously, prior to COVID, maybe they lacked transportation or access to physically be there at these trade schools. But with COVID moving everything virtual, made it a bit more accessible to a lot of our participants. So providing them with that information was really helpful to know that, hey, I can get started now, and maybe as we kind of move throughout and situations improve, maybe that can transition back to a campus-based program. But to even be able to start online, like immediately, with a program that's paid for, and all of those perks kind of working together has been really helpful. So during COVID, again, elevating, my services has been informing our participants about those programs, being in communication, going through trainings with some of those programs, trainings and presentations, to where they're constantly updating us about, how they want to deliver services to their students, and then I can kind of share that information. So yeah, it's kind of what I do in a nutshell.
Hope Connections offers monthly service events to celebrate Sanctuary of Hope participants and allow them to re-up on community resources and reconnect with the Hope Connections team, participants, and community partners. Be sure to tap in with us at Hope Connections. We offer a stream of opportunity. These coordinated efforts are made possible with support from our community partnerships with the SPA 8 Coordinated Entry System Team, South Bay Workforce Investment Board, DCFS, A Sense of Home, Yosemite House, Hawthorne Homeless Initiative, LAUSD, Ralph's, 1,000 Walls, Youth Access Center, the UCLA COVID-19 Project, LA Ephesus Seventh-day Adventist Church, Misty Wellness, Operation Hope, Humanity Heroes, and DD's. With their contributions, we've been able to provide emergency housing, distribute updated resources and employment opportunities, gift cards, art, hygiene and self-care products, food, backpacks for students, baby care, spiritual wellness products, COVID resources, and earthquake emergency kits. The homeless in LA are treated like invisible people. When it comes to youth experiencing housing insecurity, homelessness doesn't have a face and is hard to identify. So, it's typically ignored because what's out of sight is out of mind, or it's hiding in plain sight. At Hope Connections, we see the youth and we're mindful of their strength and resilience. We see you. Providing access to the best of what the community has to offer allows for youth to belong, build life-changing relationships, and contribute to the community. We become like family to the youth that we serve, and Hope Connections is a home to many. It's important that we engage our youth as often as possible. So, whether you're coming to our Wi-Fi cafe or picking up hygiene products from our Basic Needs Center, connect with us. Hope Connections is a place where preparation meets opportunity, and we want to connect with you today. You can visit us online at www.thesoh.org and on Facebook and Instagram at Sanctuary of Hope LA and at Youth Access Center. If you or someone you know is 18 through 24 and experiencing housing insecurity, we want to connect to provide some assistance, so contact us today.